What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Sword Art Online Variant Showdown video. So, I didn't think they were going to be adding more content throughout the beta. I thought it was pretty much, you know, what we had is what we get. So, I wasn't really planning on making another video, but they added a few new things that I do want to go over. Obviously, it doesn't really matter too much, I guess, if you aren't playing the beta, but I still feel like it's good to know ahead of time kind of what you have to do to kind of gear up your account, you know, boost up your characters, so that way when day one launches, you can kind of plan out, you know, especially if you want to, you know, the first event for the games, like just these games in general, you usually want to be ready for, because you don't have as much time, you know, as like right now, for example, you know, for Unleashed Blading, for example. When an event comes out right now, it's very easy to farm for people who've been playing since the beginning, but of course, the first few months of the game when it released, you know, it was hard. We didn't have fully built up teams. So, people who want to kind of cut down that time to kind of get their teams ready so they can farm the most that they can, you know, as early as they can, I feel is pretty important. So, let's just go over everything that they added. First things first, they added a pickup scout for Fire Elemental. So that goes over the Fire Liz and Fire Kirito, so they have a rate up. Let me actually see, featured rewards. Okay, it shows the units, but of course it still does not tell us what the like actual rates are, but it does show you at least the characters, so that's cool to see. I'm still just genuinely curious what the rates are, because on one hand, part of me thinks it's like 3% or something, like Unleashed Blading. But at the same time, I've seen people get like 4 SSR multis, and I'm just like, I really wonder what the rate is. You know, sometimes I feel like I may just be getting unlucky or what have you, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, so there's that. I assume over the course of the rest of they might do another pickup. I forget when the first set of the beta ends. I think it ends like tomorrow or something, because I think it was pretty much from the 17th to the 21st. But I guess we'll see when I'm no longer able to log in. I've been able to do quite a few summons because all these missions they put up daily, pretty much you get 1,500 for logging in, and then you get like another like 4,500 just from doing all these different things. You pretty much are walking away at bare minimum with like 3 or 4 multis per day. So I've been able to build up my account a bit. I'm still missing 2 of the SSRs that are on the banner. There's only 5 SSRs on the banner, but I have Liz, Silica, and Kirito. I've pulled Silica and Liz quite a few times. But that's pretty... And I've pulled some of the other SSRs as well, like the ability card ones. As you can see on my kind of team setup, I've got the Silica, Asuna, and Liz ability cards. I still have not gotten, like, Kirito's specific one. But, you know, if I had this, you know, obviously, it's not going to be as generous day one as the beta is. They're just making it generous in the beta because there's not a lot of content to farm. So they want people to be able to summon and see what the game is actually going to be like. So yeah, that's pretty much it with that. The other thing that they added more daily quests. I was wondering how this was going to work, because I was like, we can't really rank up our characters to increase their stars, and you know, I thought maybe they would just save that for the full game, but no. With the update, they added the fire, water, and wind elemental stages for the daily content. So this is going to be how we, you know, obviously no one day one is probably going to have, you know, max level SSR characters. I mean, unless you can, I'm actually curious, let's see. Can you, okay, so you can, okay, so there will be people who day one can, because you can spend your currency, and I'm sure eventually they'll probably have, like, kind of like Unleashed Blading had before they made everything permanent. You know, the daily stages, you can use, like, some kind of in-game currency, besides, like, your gacha currency, to kind of refill your tries. But okay, so people who really want to whale out and, you know, have top teams day one will be able to do so. But I figured it'd be fun to just kind of go through this and see what it drops. Obviously, it's going to drop the materials we need, but I want to see how generous this kind of is. Obviously, the first 3 stages aren't going to be that hard to do, at least in the beta. Full game will probably be a little bit harder because they're going to expect you to play a bit more, but obviously they want you to be able to beat this stuff in the beta itself. Oh, cool. We're in like a gun gale environment. That's kind of neat. Oh, well, we got hit with that. Alright, and there you have it with that. Very easy. I do like it. This is like the bridge that Kirito and Sinon were fighting on. In their, like, prelim thing. Okay, so you get 3 small and 3 mediums from the small stage. So let's see what that actually equates to in terms of limit breaking. Like, is the first limit break going to be, you know, relatively easy to get here, or what are we looking at? So, obviously, we farmed fire, so let's go to Liz. Okay, so we got 3, so we need the medium ones for SSRs. I assume SRs probably use the small ones that we got then. Who's a fire? Okay, so this Silica. Oh no, they still use medium, so I guess just rares use the small ones, I guess. Rare fire. I guess Liz again. No, it still looks like the medium ones. Are these called the... What are they called, actually? Oh, no, these are the small ones. Okay. So I guess everyone... It probably is going to be the same regardless of rarity. You just kind of rank it up as you can. I guess we'll just do, for the sake of the video, let's just do all 3 of the fire ones and see what it gets us in terms of being able to limit break. And then maybe we'll end the video off with a multi, since I've obviously got enough for one. You know, just for fun, see if we get anything. My goal is to try and, you know, obviously today could be the last day. I'm not really paying too much attention to the dates, but it would be cool if I could end up with all 5 SSRs before the beta itself ends. I'm going to be much more reserved when the game actually comes out, since there's not going to be a pity system, most likely day 1. The SAO games usually don't. So I'm most likely just going to... It'll probably do like, okay, let's see if I can re-roll for, you know, a good account. Although I think the tutorial will probably still give you an SSR, you know, for your tutorial one. But it'd be nice if you could just, like, keep doing it till you get the one you want. But I also feel like there's definitely going to be... Because we've seen other SSR artworks. Like, we saw a Sinon, we saw an Alice. So I think the day 1 banner will have more than just these 5. Probably close to 8, kind of like Unleashed Blading did. You know, back when it was just Alicization Rising Steel. You know, in the early days. So I do expect, you know, something like that. Okay, it looks like we still got the same amount, so we got small and medium ones. So it doesn't really look like from easy to normal we really got that much more. Let's see what hard gives us when we beat it. Well, actually, we're actually probably going to have enough for 2 multis. So maybe I'll just go ahead and do that. You know, just throw both multis in the video, because why not? I am interested to see what the whole story behind Cross Edge is, because obviously we've got all these different kinds of environments, you know, stuff from SAO, stuff from Gun Gale. I assume there's going to be some Alfheim and Alicization stages as well. Especially since part of that story where we were fighting the goblins. Well, that, happened. Alright, that was pretty easy. That's the key thing. Like, if you get hit by something, just immediately switch. I just have to get in the habit of doing that myself. I really do wonder how unique units are going to be, though, because because this game looks so flashy, like, I'm really curious, you know, how often are we going to get, you know, different costumes for characters? Because at first, I'm sure, like, probably close to the first year, I'm really just expecting, okay, the outfits we're used to in the series, because it's probably going to be a lot to kind of animate this stuff. But let's take, I actually didn't pay attention to how many orbs we got, but let's see if doing 1 day's worth of farming, you know, on those 3 stages was enough to at least get 1 limit break on Liz. It was. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Not that we really need to. Oh, okay. So you need to max out her level first anyway. Which obviously I can't do right now. All right, well, that's good to know that it's not, at least for the first limit break, it's not going to be too insane. Actually, you know what? Let me see something. Go back to events, because I haven't done all my EXP farming for the day. Or not events. I'm so used to going events for farming stages. Alright, give me all the stuff from hard mode, which still isn't a lot. So I don't know if that'll be enough to get her to 60. I keep pressing back, but I know I can just press the drop down or the drop up menu. All right, let's try this again. Nah, it's still not going to be enough. I still need more. Oh, well. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to just kind of see how it works out. Alright, well that's pretty much it for the new content, so let's just head over to the Scout itself, and let's do these. I'm not going to do it here, obviously. I have both units on the fire step up. So let's just do 2 more multis on here, and we'll call it good. I have gotten, there's an Kirito and Asuna animation that's I don't know if that was in my videos that I put out, but I have gotten it. I've gotten 3 different animations. It's still kind of hard to tell what, well, actually more than 3, because this banner we just, you know, where it says it's Showtime, can be 3 different things as well. It says there's like, here comes a new challenger, Valiant Showdown, and then it's Showtime. Alright, so it looks like we're probably going to get the normal animation. There's also animations where Kirito's sword glows at the first, like, that's not a lot of damage, so probably nothing crazy in this multi. I don't know if the damage actually matters for what you pull, but it might be an indicator. We'll have to see when the game fully comes out after a while, you know, the people can kind of put together what all the... I definitely have that already. Put together what the animations mean. But if Asuna jumps in, or if Kirito has like a... where he, like, slashes forward instead of parrying. I think that guarantees an SSR. I know the Kirito and Asuna one definitely does. I'm not 100% on the other one. Alright, well that wasn't... Yeah, that was not much of a multi at all. I guess we did get an SR Kirito card, so that's kind of nice to have. And now let's just do this one more. See if we can get a better animation. It's Showtime again, okay. I've always gotten the best stuff whenever it says it's Valiant Showdown. Okay, so no No sword glowing from Kirito, which is also, yet again, not a great sign. Okay, we're just parrying again. I don't think this multi's gonna have anything either. Unfortunate. This is the kind of stuff that makes me think that the rates aren't, like, crazy. Like, I'm really just expecting, like, maybe, like, 2% for characters and 2% for ability cards. Like, that's kind of what I'm guessing. Now, of course, it could get better as the game continues, but, you know, at the very least, even though it's... I feel like with character and equipment being shoved on the same banner, like, at least make the total between SSR, you know, ability and characters, at least make it, like, 6%. With all the stuff we're going to end up getting. But, it just seems like... But it's also not that kind of game where you're going to have to, you know, change up your team as much, probably. You know, you'll get your 3 colored teams and you'll pretty much call it good unless there's really just a big character upgrade after a while. Alright, well, that was 2 dead multis, so unfortunate with that. Yeah, I'm really just betting, like, maybe, like, 3 or 4% between both ability and... unless like I said, unless I'm just really unlucky. I'm guessing like 3 or 4% between everything. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think down below so far, if you've been able to play or watch people play. And I'm still very excited for this game. It is coming out this year, as of what they've said. I'm realistically expecting, you know, maybe an open beta around like late August, early September, and then probably game release in November, December is going to be my guess. Unless they just jump straight to, like, if things are good, maybe they won't do an open beta, they'll just jump straight to release. But I'll be excited to see what happens with this game. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.